Processing any amount of materials, you'll often notice the attempt failing, and the processing will take longer to heat or chop. This can be annoying when trying to do solo processing or when you're already waiting minutes for mass processing. With some simple buffs and gear, you can easily start getting 100% success rate even while using those mastery clothes. Welcome back to the channel that tries to find the most boring life skilling activities so you won't have to. My name's Teddy, and today I'll be showing you how to increase those processing success rates to quickly and easily grind or shake hundreds of materials without failing as much. So if you're tired of always failing while processing, get those craftsman clothes ready and let me show you how to get 100% success rate or close to it. Processing can take a while when it comes to keeping those worker empires going, and a lot of the time can be wasted with failing attempts. There are a lot of ways to avoid failing processing attempts, some cheap and others need to be invested in. For new players or those starting to get into processing, knowing what to use or which buffs are the best can be a little confusing, but it doesn't have to be. If you've seen my guide on crafting your best in slot processing gear, you'll be familiar with all the processing gear needed for mass processing, but for those who still need their own best in slot, I highly suggest pausing here and checking it out. The link will be in the top corner and down in the description below. Before I get started, it's recommended that you wear Tet Menace craftsman clothes to mass process and still have the high success rate. Using the lesser gear can still be done with obviously lesser effects. The more time and money invested will get you back more. So, to get started with the list, of course, is going to be the silver embroidered craftsman clothes. These will be the best clothes to wear when it comes to success rate if Menace is not an option. At base, these have a plus 6% success rate up to plus 40 at plus 5, but using the plus 3 or plus 4 silver embroidered is a sweet spot without needing to spend billions. The silver embroidered craftsman clothes can be crafted using a costume mill using workers or can be bought off the central market. Moving on to outfits, the Venesil dress and khaki suit is a must with the plus 3% success rate and allowing processing to be done from the storage. This can only be bought from the Pearl shop. For alchemy stones, starting out at the bottom, we have the blue grade life spirit stone. These are great to start out with having a plus 11% success rate and can easily be found either mob grinding at Polyforest or can be bought off the central market. The next stone on the list is the sturdy alchemy stone of life, which also has a plus 11% success rate like the spirit stone, but allows for better stones to be made if lucky and can be repaired. These can be made using alchemy, then made from enhancing the lower stones. And lastly, these can be bought off the central market. The Khan's Heart is another great stone to use with a plus 13% success rate, which is more than the lower stones and comes with the added plus 25 to all life skill mastery. And as an added bonus, these can also be repaired. The Khan's Heart can be crafted or can be bought off the central market, but if you're not concerned about the mastery, the next stone is the best choice for you. The Sharp Alchemy Stone of Life is a sweet spot for life alchemy stones before needing the better and more expensive Resplendent and Splendent. These can be made from enhancing the sturdy alchemy stones or can be bought from the central market. Really fast, let me know if you increase your processing success rate to quickly process materials or if you choose to keep your success rate low for all night AFK processing. While you're down there, be sure to leave a like if you're enjoying all the life skilling content here on the channel. But jumping back into this, the last gear needed are the artifacts and lightstone combinations. As for the artifacts needed, choosing 2 processing success rate artifacts is the only choice here, with being able to increase the success rate up to 5% each for a total of 10%. These can only be obtained with a small chance from Imperial deliveries, like cooking or alchemy. For the best lightstone combination, this is going to be Clang Clang. No other combination has success rate, making the plus 20% processing success rate a must. I'll leave a link to the guide on how to get your own Clang Clang lightstone combination in the description below if you still haven't gotten yours. Having all that gear is great and all, but pairing them with some buffs can further increase your processing success rate. These are relatively cheap and can be crafted or bought, so they shouldn't be too hard to obtain. Starting off with the buffs, we have the staple meal of life skilling, the seafood Kron's meal. This comes with plus 10% processing success rate for 2 hours. These can either be made by cooking, bought off the central market, and when Ellie comes back, these can be bought from the Oasis shop for 1 silver each. The next meal to look at, and my personal favorite when it comes to processing, is the Elton meals. The normal and special Elton meals come with a plus 10% processing success rate, and the Marvelous Elton meal has plus 15%. Their duration will increase with the higher meals, with the Marvelous meal being the best. These can be made using cooking or can be bought off the central market. The last buff item that we can use are the Verdier drafts. Both the normal and the magical version gives plus 20% success rate. Magical Verdier drafts will last an hour hour, while the regular drafts will only last 15 minutes. Making these can be done using alchemy, login bonuses, events, and can be bought off the central market. As for the magical Verdier drafts, these can only be made using the event magical elixirs, which can be found playing the Black Spirit Adventure, events, and login bonuses. These cannot be bought off the central market, so those looking to buy a ton of these are out of luck. Increasing the success rate of processing can be an easy process with the proper gear and buffs. For those who cannot afford, try Mana's Craftsman or a Tet using the silver embroidered is the best option, but I highly suggest sticking to only mastery gear. It may be a hefty investment for a Tri-Creo or Mana's Craftsman clothes, but it's well worth it. I hope this helps you start processing easier and failing less with the increased processing success rate. Whether you're a new player or just wanting to get more from processing, throwing on the proper gear can be the difference between spending minutes failing or completing a stack of copper. If you found this helpful, be sure to share this. All the support helps grow the channel, and I'm curious to see how quickly we can hit 5K subscribers. As always, if you want to see how to quickly level up those life skills or start making more money in Black Desert Online, click this video here and I'll see you in the next one.